Hello guys, so now in today's video we will be looking at the dual currency vendor and just going through some of the prices or the amount of marks you may need depending on what items you will be going for. Because as you guys know, the elite and this dual currency vendor has elite CR neck pieces and weapon pieces and the two rings at 277 CR item level, I believe, which is the same as the elite item level for this episode. And they also have generator mods and some of the and they sell the adaptive arguments, which cost this new currency from this vendor as well. So let's dive right into it and let's have a look. So as you can see off the bat, Boon of Hermes costs 15, Empyrean Ethers, this one costs 25, and then this one costs 75. So if you saw from my previous video, I did a breakdown of where these actually drop in the solo instance, because you got 4 different solos, which you can either get lucky through the on duty menu, or you can go through the teleporters in the open world and go to the specific ones if you're looking for any one of these. And then you also have the generator mods, which are at the highest level. You will get drops in the game, but it'll be 38.0 or 38.2. But to get the actual highest generator mods you can in this episode, you need to go to this vendor and spend 150 per mod. At the moment I only have 30 because I've only defeated the outside bosses or bounties, as you might want to call them, only 7-8 times. So there's a lot of farming to do here to get these items. And then if you scroll further down, then you have these items, which is for the OP headpiece. So 250 for the first rank, second rank 500, then the last rank is 1000. So it's quite a bit. And here you notice you need 2 currencies. So the main currency is this one here, and then the second currency to get these items. So these are Pacific style based items, okay? And they open at 2 max level you can get out of these is 262. So if I carry on going down, you get the box as well, weapons. Now this is where you get the elite CR mods, well, items. So 277 neck, 277 ring, and then the weapons, which do also have these attachments to it. So it increases your stat by 2% for 8 seconds, but if other people are wearing it, this value is increased by 2 for each nearby ally with these weapons, with a maximum of, I believe it said, 10%. So that's going to be 5 people. So if you have 5 people in the group, whether it's in the raid, alert, well, not the alert, but the open world, the max stats you can get increased by is 10 seconds, and this only applies every 40 seconds. So you have all the choice of weapons for both roles, tank and DPS. So if you're healer, you see healer ones here. So as you can see, it costs 595 of the normal currency. So there's quite a quite a lot of farming to do. My calculations were to get all of the 3 OP head catalysts, you need to defeat the open world bosses 291 times. Okay. So that's quite a lot of farming to do right there, you know, because there's no loot locks now with any of the bosses. So defeating them 291, you can do that either over time or just do it in one go, like a massive spam phase or something like that. And then if you do want to go for these, you can, but I would recommend you guys try to go for these items first, especially the weapon, because of this buff right here. Come on, that is awesome buff, 2% stat buff, maximum of I believe it's at 10. So I would say go for these first, and then go for the elite raids and get the elite gear. That's my recommendation. Okay, try to get these 3 items as high as you can with the 277 CR, and then you can go for generator mods. And then once there is a double or triple currency, you can then go for these. So if I go to the elite vendor, as you can see, item level is the same as the neck items that I just showed you in the other vendor, 277. and of course you need full renown to even get any of these items. So I think the head and the hands piece gets unlocked first at the first renown unlock. So that's I believe it is the first rank. Okay, so quite a lot of farming to do to able to get all the items you need. So these items you can get these from the solo, so there's no point on wasting any of the marks on these. But these you may need to save up and get these as you get more marks. So you guys can do your own calculations, but to get the 4 generator mods you will need 600, okay, for each one. So if you're a tank, you're going to need 1200 to get the 2 mods unlocked for the dominance and the health. And if you have a DPS role as well, that's going to be another 600, so 1800 right there, just for the generator mods. And if you are going to be going for these, you're going to need at least 1000, okay, especially these purple ones, because you need much more of the purple ones at the higher ranks of the adaptive arguments. So a lot of marks, you need a lot of marks to get all the items you need from this dual currency vendor, and it is worth it at the end of the day because the stat increases on these are huge. Look at the neck ring stats and the weapon ones, that's quite a lot. This is for the tank side, so like 1000 health, 300 defense. Same for the rings, 480 health, 97 defense. So I would say it's worth it, and the neck piece as well. So that's the DPS one. I believe there is a tank one as well. Let me just double check. Yes, there is. So the tank one, damage health and damage defense. So at the end of the day, it is worth getting these, okay? But my personal preference, I'm going to go for these first, okay? And get as much of these marks as I can, including these ones through the raids, and get these out of the way, okay? Once these are out of the way, then I can focus on the elite versions of the items. And once these are unlocked, it'll give me a discount on all of the vendors, okay? So that's the main key thing. When you're actually in a new episode, you need to make sure you try to get the elite gear as quick as you can, because by getting all the elite items and getting the style feed, you get a discount on all of the vendors, okay? But if you can't do the elite raids, then the normal vendor is completely fine, but you will only get a discount on the normal and the event versions. I'm not sure if this vendor will be affected. I am not sure. Probably won't be. I don't think it will be, because this has elite CR items. I think this you can only get a discount on this vendor if you have full elite gear. But I could be wrong, because the elite raids are not released on the test server yet. But we will see in future videos whether this vendor gets unlocked by the normal vendor gear or the elite vendor for the discount cost. And that is all for the video. Just wanted to show you guys this dual currency vendor, just talk about it a bit more, so you guys can actually see what items we actually have and how much potential marks you may need to get all the items. So that is all for the video. I believe I've covered everything or talked about everything I can. And if you do have any questions, post below in the comments, and I will do my best to answer them for you. So that is all for the video. Thank you for watching.